were reported against Nahariya and admitted. Fucking hell. Along the border, including the Al-Marj outpost opposite Merkaba.
So I'm sure you have all seen this video, and they're already trying to pass it off as Israel being bad. Except Steve, the journalist you see in the video, who literally works for a Russian state TV propaganda media, and no, that's not hyperbolic, he literally does. Well, he ignored, or his bosses ignored, evacuation warnings, which were put out way before he was there, by the way, and I'm going to prove it. In fact, though, first, the IDF confirmed this again right after the strike, and again, I'll show you proof, but first they said an explicit warning had been issued regarding this area. The crossing was struck after sufficient time had passed since the warning. That's putting it lightly. There was definitely sufficient time. But the Russian state TV channel RT ignored the evacuation warnings. Very true. Steve had this to say and lie about. Today, Israel tried to kill me in a targeted airstrike in southern Lebanon. Oh yeah, I bet, Stevie. Then says, despite claims there were no warnings ahead of the strike and no notifications sent. That's interesting because this right here is from over 24 hours ago. In fact, it was like 34 to 35 hours ago. That's GST time. Funny how I could find it in less than 5 seconds, but you or your entire media team couldn't find it. Isn't this your job? It even states to prevent the transfer of reinforcements and weapons, the IDF intends to attack crossings on the Litani River, right where you were, starting from this afternoon. They even put it on X, by the way, on their official page right here. It says, for your safety, you must continue moving to the area north of the Zarani River. You weren't there. Refrain from any movement southward, which may endanger your lives. It's right there. And yes, this warning even came after they destroyed one of the crossings, as the picture is literally in the article of one of the destroyed crossings. So now that we have completely debunked this Russian state TV propaganda bullshit, I'd like to just ask yourself, what advantage do you guys think a Russian propaganda site that pushes Hezbollah IRGC propaganda, again, go look at it, it's all public, you guys can go look, what advantage do they have to get a video like this? And you know what the sad thing is I don't even know if Stevie was just told to go there and they didn't tell him and they're just trying to use him, or if he knows and maybe they just got a little closer than they thought. Maybe they thought, just like how you always see in Gaza, where they have a camera perfectly lined up, just standing still like on a tripod, or they're, you know, barely moving because they're holding the phone and they're holding it right where the strike is. It's like, wow, what great timing and what great aim. But, you know, Stevie got a little too close, and now they're trying to pass it off as like, oh my God, Israel was targeting me. Okay, yeah, all right, dude, it's right here.